Hi, I'm Tim from Family Property, and today I'm excited to announce the launch of a bunch of new great features that you'll find in your Family Property account from today onwards. So I'm going to take you through a quick look at a few of these features right now. So when you log into Family Property, the first thing you'll notice is when you go to create a new matter, you'll see a few more options around how you can set up that matter. Let's have a quick look at them now. So you'll notice most of the setup process is exactly the same. You enter your client's number, name, another party's name. You may select, whether you're the lawyer or the mediator, whether you want to use the questionnaire or dashboard. But you'll notice now you'll have the choice of selecting what type of matter it is. You can see that the property is the first listed, and that's what Family Property has supported, which is financial matters for a long time. But you can now select parenting only matters or parenting and property matters. So selecting one of these options will then set up the options and the kind of questions you'll have in the questionnaire that you'll then have access to later on. You can also select to have current situation questions included in the questionnaire. As well as the client portal for your client. You still can invite your client by ticking this box here, but what you'll notice now is that you'll have the full range of these additional sections in the questionnaire to choose from. So these are things like these current situation questions, family violence, proceedings and orders, how you're coping and things like that, as well as a whole new section around children and their parenting arrangements that are in place too. So let's dive in and have a quick look at how these sections look in the questionnaire. So now when you open up the questionnaire, the first thing that you'll notice is there's actually this new way of navigating through your matter. This is a really powerful new feature that brings all of the best parts of Family Property together into a single tool. You can navigate from the questionnaire into the dashboard, even into the client's disclosure portal, and then all the way back again at a click of a button. You're no longer stuck in either the questionnaire or dashboard mode. You can move seamlessly between the whole of Family Property using this navigation at the top. Let's have a quick look at these new sections in the questionnaire. You can see that we've broken it up into general questions, then property-specific questions. These are the sections that we've had in Family Property for a while, but what you'll notice is 5 new ones, which are under current situation, covering where you're at, proceedings and orders, family violence, and you can see that we do take time to explain and introduce some of these concepts, as well as providing links to helplines and contact numbers if people do need to reach out to someone to speak more about any of these issues and how you're coping. These are whole new comprehensive sections that allow you to capture a lot of information around current situation factors for your client. And then finally, parenting arrangements, which is related to parenting. So as you can see here, if you do enter in any children under general, they'll automatically be listed here under parenting arrangements. And this gives you an opportunity to capture a whole lot more information around the child and their parenting arrangements. As you can see here, it's quite comprehensive, and you can do that for each child. Okay, so now let's move straight in and have a look at the enhancements that have come to the dashboard. So I'm just going to move this matter on here. And so now when you get into the dashboard, you will notice that there's going to be 2 new tabs in your dashboard screen. So the first one is the parenting tab, and this is where you've got the same access to that information that you saw moments ago in the questionnaire around the children. So if you click on any of these children here, you can see the information around the child and their current living arrangements and schooling. But if you click on parenting, you will also find a whole section that will let you build up robust parenting arrangements. You can choose where they go to school. We've actually built an interactive calendar which has populated with 365 days a year worth of school dates that includes school holidays and school terms for the next 3 years across every state and territory in Australia. So select where they go to school, and then by opening up these sections you can then start to select the information around things like changeovers. The general schedule. Is it going to be alternating weeks or alternating weekends? And what time will handovers occur? And by putting in this information here on the screen for general schedule and school holidays, just like I'm doing here, you can then start to build up really robust and comprehensive parenting arrangements. You can see as well that you can configure and fine-tune these custom periods as well. So these are things like Easter and Christmas, Mother's Day, Father's Day. If any of these are not relevant, of course, you can remove them by clicking the remove button. And you can also click add and add other special periods that are important to the family and the children by giving it a name and a start date and an end date. And then just defining whether it is the same dates every year, like for instance Christmas, or whether it's a once-off arrangement. And then again, selecting the type of arrangement and then fine-tuning how that's going to work. So this way, this parenting arrangements product can work for every and any family. There's also a whole section here around other arrangements and additional arrangements as well, things like passports and that, to help you just fine-tune the arrangements. So you can build up parenting arrangements for a one set, which is the same for all children, or you can define specific parenting arrangements for each child if you need to. And then as you can see here, it gets plotted into a calendar, an interactive calendar that you can then navigate through month by month, potentially up to the next 3 years, to see how the parenting arrangement is going to plot out over time every single day. You can see which parent is going to have the child on which day or which week. You can see when handovers are, and you can also see that in a fortnightly or a monthly arrangement. This is fully printable as well, and you can print out ranges there too if you need to. And then when you're ready, at a click of a button, you can convert this arrangement, this parenting schedule that you see here on the screen, into parenting plans, parenting orders, or even parenting consent orders, providing the details at the top there to generate a full comprehensive legal document. Now these are Microsoft Word documents which give you all of the information that you'll need as a great starting point, but being a Microsoft Word document, you can then fine-tune the wording and add in any additional information or wording that you might need. So here you can see the parenting plan, with all of the information in here around the living arrangements, which only took me about 30 seconds to put together, where they're going to live alternating weeks, and then they're going to be half with one parent and half on the other, with the other parent for holidays, and then you can see some special periods and changeovers, and it's all here, and you've got those three main documents there supported. If we move on, that's parenting. We're going to move into current situation now, and this includes all of the information for those 4 new sections around where you're at, proceedings and orders, family violence, and how you're coping. And of course, clicking on any of these boxes like normal brings out the form on the right hand side, and you can review the information that's been put in by your client, or you can put the information in here directly. Now all of this information that you see in these new sections here are going to go and be populated into the existing documents, which are the questionnaire report and the dashboard report. So if you download our templates of these documents, you will find all of that information in these new sections will be populated into those documents for you. And of course, just to show you how this new navigation works, if we've got balance sheets here, you can see this information's flowed through. I can start to put in some proposals here for some of these items. I can click on questionnaire, and then I can review all of this information I've just seen in the screen around children, current situation, assets and liabilities, and then I can see that same information though populated into the family property questionnaire. So if I go to assets, for instance, there's the family home and the vehicles and the investments in Telstra, and then just simply by clicking on dashboard, I could make changes there, of course. I could update the information using that questionnaire format, which is very helpful if you want to go through it again with your client, and then I can move straight into the dashboard, and that information will then be merged across and populated in, and I won't lose any of the changes, and I can now continue to use my balance sheet. So I hope this has given you a great introduction to the new features that you'll find in your family property account from today.